Hello, sweet souls. How are you? How are you doing? How is your body? How is your heart? I'm Maggie. Hi, for those of you watching. I'm a storyteller and a ritualist, and I help people hear their soul or the voice of the soul. And today I'm coming in with a quick message because it's something that I wish to explain, and also I heard it's a message for all. So we're just going to get right into it. It's a story or a transmission that I know is tied to the resonance of this moment, especially for those who are waking up, who are at the beginning of their awakening process. And that message is, you are a bridge. You're a bridge. And I want to explain that because over the course of my awakening to soul over the last 10 plus years, I have constantly been told and heard that I'm a bridge. And in spiritual contexts, a bridge is one who walks between multiple worlds, who walks between multiple dimensions, who can be present in full presence in the third dimension and also offer presence to other dimensions, whether that be the 5D, the 10D, the 11D, all of it. And I have developed the ability to offer presence to other dimensions by listening to my soul, by literally getting quiet and surfacing my soul's voice, allowing my soul to speak to me, and then opening the gates for other energies and other individuals and other beings to speak to me. And much of my work is ancestral work. I have very strong ties to my ancestors, to my lineage. And when I say that, of course I mean people who have recently passed away. But even more importantly, I have deep ties to my lineage generations back. I can feel them sometimes, and I can feel the weight of their hands on my back, holding me, pushing me, soothing me, encouraging me, right? So when someone says to me, you're a bridge, or when I say to people, I'm a bridge, that's what I mean. I can attune to different dimensions. And I think that's why I make these messages less about all the things I've studied and more about resonance. Now, I've studied everything. So I've studied astrology, Western astrology. I've studied Mayan cosmology. I study the Mayan Sacred Calendar. I've studied the gene keys and human design and the soul field, right? I've done all types of energy work, including Kundalini activation, the transmission of the energy of the Divine Mother. If you read my stories on wearemagic.studio, at the bottom, I list all the things I've studied. And yet, there were days I thought, oh, maybe I'll be an astrologer, or maybe I'll be a human design reader, or maybe I will study the gene keys and be a conveyor of that information. And while I have studied all of it and lived all of it for many years, the call for me was to offer something different. Those practices, those lines of study have opened up a way for me to hear beyond what one may normally hear. I can attune to frequencies. I can attune to resonance. I can feel energy. I can feel resonance, right? I can amplify something. And so this is why I call these messages resonance transmissions, because all of that study over long periods of time have opened up portals within me and also made me a little bit more of a beacon, such that I can pick up transmissions as if they are radio transmissions, right? So I think I was explaining that to explain to you, I am a bridge between dimensions, between frequencies, and my work, the work that I offer you between the videos and the courses and the workshops and the circles and the ceremonies, all of that is about helping all of us attune to the frequency of love as often as possible, as often as the body will allow. Okay, here's why I wanted to explain that to you. That is one form of the word bridge, right? What I do is one way to define what a bridge is, but I'm coming in to explain to you that you are a bridge. And the reason I heard the call to explain that to you, FYI, sometimes I look off to the side when I'm hearing something. So I'm not ignoring you. I'm just like attuning to the message and deciding, am I sharing it? Is it for others or not, right? So you are a bridge in a slightly different way. And of course, you have the capacity to connect in the way that I do, in the way that so many others do. It's right there within you, waiting to be unlocked, waiting for the door to be open. But more so, you are a bridge between being human and being a soul. And when one is on an awakening journey, when they awaken to something more than them, it is natural, it is okay that they move all the way across the spectrum to the spiritual side. And they try to live as the soul, as the spirit, all the time, like all the time, right? And all is allowed. We've all gone through that. I go through it so many times, right? Because when you are tuning to different dimensions, you sometimes have the capacity or the ability or the tendency to get lost in it, to get pulled into it, right? But when we are awakening, sometimes we go all the way to this side into the spirit realms and we stay there. And we see the whole world through spirit. We see all of existence through spirit. And again, all is allowed. We are offering neutrality to everything. And yet the message I'm here to convey is, if you are awakening and you are feeling the pull into spirit, into the spiritual realms, fantastic, wonderful. And also remember that you are a human. We are souls present in human bodies to enjoy the passing of time, to live this little life, this big life, this medium-sized life, whatever it is, right? And the tendency when we're awakening is to go all the way to spirit and to, I'm seeing a scale where we kind of, the humanness goes down, ignore the humanness, or it gets heavy and weighty. So we just stay in the spirit world. We stay in the light, right? The light, question mark. But if your soul has taken up residency in a body in this three-dimensional existence, you are meant to experience both. You are here to allow both parts of you to coexist. And that is the journey of soul awakening, right? The journey of soul awakening is remembering we are a soul, right? We can transcend some of the suffering by remembering that we're a soul. And also, we are meant to be humans in bodies and feel the full spectrum of emotions here, now, in the present, which may include suffering, which may include joy, which may include immense pleasure, which may include crippling pain, We are here to allow that. So we allow both parts of us to coexist. And that's the journey. That's the awakening. It is okay that at first we get extreme and we go into the spirit world entirely, right? There was a phase of my awakening where I focused much deeper on the dream space because I was so actively in communication with my ancestors in the spirit realms there that like my day was cultivated in such a way to create beautiful hygiene so that I could sleep pristinely, so that I could have interactions with my ancestors, right? With my spirit guides, with whatever angels may be around me, right? With the spirit of cacao, with the Mayan Sacred Calendar. And that was part of my journey, right? It's cool. It's okay. I offer neutrality. I'm not going to judge it now. And yet, I am about harmonizing the energies within, harmonizing the soul and the human, right? It is okay to go off kilter in one direction or another and then find our way to harmonize within. I think that's part of my work here. I've been doing sort of deep study and lived experience analysis of the masculine and feminine polarities, the energies that move within us, right? And it's so interesting and lovely when people move through a phase of trying to embody all the masculine or trying to embody all the feminine. Like, I get it, it's cool. And yet, my call is to harmonize those energies to any given moment, to bring balance to those energies and call forth what is needed in any given moment. So just like I can allow more of my soul or allow more of my humanness in any moment, I can allow more of my feminine energy and allow more of my masculine energy in any moment, right? Harmonizing that, coming into a balance that works for me based on the situation or the day or the phase of my life, right? And over the last decade, I've been definitely weighted more into understanding my feminine energy and embodying it fully as a rebellion or a rebalancing from spending, the first half of my life very rooted in my masculine energy. So I have really allowed myself to find that harmony within me, because there are times when my feminine is called for, and there are times when my masculine is called for, and there are times when my soul is the perfect antidote to a moment, and there are times when my humanness is required to feel deeply. And so that's what I heard the call to come and tell you. You are a bridge between worlds, between parts of you, between the soul and the human. And you will find that balance within you as you continue to awaken. And okay, so if you are feeling a call and a pull to understand feminine energy or masculine energy, to understand the soul versus your humanness, that is a sign or a signal that your work or purpose is to harmonize and balance those two. And I don't mean 50-50 of anything, right? I mean being what the moment requires, allowing as the moment dictates, right? Being fully present to the moment, being in your body in all the moments so that you can decide what parts of you to call on, what parts of you need to come to the surface. And I'm here to help you listen to your soul so you can harmonize your soul with your humanness. I'm here right now, in this moment, I'm calling forth my feminine energy to help those balance the feminine and the masculine, right? When I make these videos, I'm calling forth the divine mother energy that moves through me, the Shakti energy that moves through me, right? To create space for you to hold yourself and soothe yourself and to bring balance within at any moment. So that's what I heard the call to come in and say. I'm just listening. No, that feels like plenty. Thank you for watching. And if you are struggling with any of these things, please put questions in the comments and I will reply to the best of my ability. And maybe I'll make a future video wrapped around one of the questions, anonymously, of course. If you are trying to balance your soul and your humanness and you have a question about it, put it in the comments. Or if you just want some love or presence offered to you in my rituals and practices, which I do every single day, say hello in the comments and I will bring you into that energetic space with me. That feels like a lot and enough for today. Thank you so much for being here and for watching. And if you're not a subscriber, subscribe. There's more of these coming. All right, I'm sending you lots of love. Take care.